My beloved child, there is something I need you to know about. Last night, while the world was sleeping and you lay there alone in the darkness, staring at the ceiling with tears you thought no one would ever see, I was counting every single one of them. Do you want to know why? Because not a single drop of your pain has ever been insignificant to me. I caught each tear, I collected them in a sacred bottle that sits before my throne. The silence of your room was deafening, and in that silence, your thoughts became monsters that circled around your mind like vultures waiting for you to finally break. You thought you were completely alone in that moment, but you were not. I was right there beside you, watching, caring, preparing what I'm about to reveal to you now. You have been carrying something so heavy for so long that your soul has forgotten what lightness feels like. The sadness has become your constant companion, sitting at your table, sleeping in your bed, following you through every moment of your day like a shadow you cannot escape. And today, right now, in this very moment, I am reaching through the veil between heaven and earth to touch your broken heart and tell you that this burden you carry was never meant to be carried by you alone. I see your sincerity. You have come into my presence seeking a word of strength, and I am about to give it to you. But first, I need you to know something. I see your heart flooded with sadness. I see you feeling frustrated, disappointed, wounded by the very people you love most. Some have rejected your counsel, and their lives are tangled in knots that tear at your heart. This burden sits heavy on your shoulders like a stone you cannot put down, like a weight pressing into your back until your whole body aches from the strain of carrying it. You have let your tears flow freely in the night, but still the pain remains lodged deep in your chest, like a thorn embedded so deeply you cannot reach it to pull it out. I see every single tear, the ones that fell on your pillow when everyone else was asleep, when the house was quiet and you finally allowed yourself to feel the full weight of your heartbreak. The ones you tried to hold back during the day because you could not let anyone see that you were breaking inside, because you had to be strong for them, because you had to keep everything together. The ones you swallowed so hard your throat ached and your chest tightened until you thought you could not breathe. Not one tear fell without me witnessing it, without me feeling the ache that caused it, without me reaching out to touch your face, even when you could not feel me there beside you in your darkest moment. You are exhausted from carrying what was never meant to be carried alone. The weight of disappointment that sits on your shoulders like a heavy cloak, the burden of watching people you love make choices that hurt them, and knowing you cannot force them to change, cannot rescue them from themselves, cannot protect them from the consequences of their own decisions. The frustration of offering help that gets pushed away, of extending your hand only to have it slapped aside, of speaking wisdom that falls on deaf ears. The loneliness of caring deeply in a world that often misunderstands your heart, that sees your concern as interference, that mistakes your love for control, that cannot comprehend the depth of your compassion. I know this weariness intimately because I have walked beside you through every moment of it. When you wept through the night, I was there, counting each tear, collecting them in my bottle, writing them in my book. When frustration filled your chest until you thought it might burst, when anger and sadness and helplessness swirled together into a storm inside you, I was there, absorbing that pain with you, carrying what you could not carry, holding what was too heavy for your hands. You are not invisible to me. You have never been invisible to me. Every moment of your struggle has been seen.